Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the final part of this series of the entire breakdown of the Vampire Coast army roster thingy-my-bob. Yes, thank you very much for taking the time to go through all of these with me. It's a lot to learn, a lot to take on, but it has been really good. Lots of little things we've picked up in that. So if you've made it through the entire series, congratulations, that is impressive. Of course, if you just come in just to look at the odd video or specific units you're after, it's great to have you as well. So do hit that like button, do comment below, and do obviously subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So we'll jump straight into the first big beastie then, which is the Necrophax Colossus. Coming in at 1800 gold to start off with. It comes with armor piercing missiles, armor piercing attacks, causes terror, and can fire whilst moving. So yes, its main melee attack has armor piercing. It's split weapon damage is 103, armor piercing damage 309. That is painful. And if we have a look at the missile damage, it's missile damage 33, armor piercing missile damage 137, Nempo projectiles 4. Reload time 10.8 seconds. So this guy, as you can imagine, siege attacker, causes fear, causes terror, fast while moving, got all the other undead stuff, extra powder, and it's also got abandoned ship. This is a one thing you can use once, and you can't use it if the hit points are above 50%, but if they're below 50, you can summon a unit of zombie pirate deckhands mob for free from the fin. Now, I don't think it actually causes the fin unit to stop working or anything like that. So as soon as it's below 50%, you can just click on that ability and you get reinforcements coming to help it, which I suspect is more for if he's getting swamped or picked off, and that's why he's got so low on health. But that's a nice little freebie there to remember. To upgrade this feather, you're looking at 48 to 70 gold per Sevron. And that upgrades your leadership by 10, your melee attack by 8, your melee defense by 11, and the missile damage up by 136. That's a lot of extra missile damage. I say that it's probably the reload time in at 10.8 seconds. Yeah. It lowers it to 8.9 seconds, so really it doesn't up the damage, but it fires a lot quicker, gets a lot more shots off. So it's a lot though, because the time you finish it, it goes from 1800 to 2378. So you're talking well over 500 gold for those few stat buffs and being able to reload a bit faster. 500 gold, that's nearly the cost of a mortar on its own, or a couple of units of the cheaper infantry you could get for that. So down to you, but we do have the Regiment of Renowned. Now this guy, he comes in at 2000 gold, so he's 378 gold cheaper than the fully upgraded Colossus, but 200 gold more expensive than the other. But he is quite a different unit altogether. He has the Torch of Bogenhafen. Pretty much, he has a flamethrower instead of a cannon. Armor piercing missiles, anti-infantry causes terror. So if you look, his melee attacks are flaming attacks and cause burnt. So any target he hits in melee for 10 seconds, they lose 8 leadership. He also has armor piercing, a bonus versus infantry for his melee attacks, which are split by weapon damage 125, armor piercing damage 375, and the bonus versus infantry is a nice 25 on top. And of course, he's got flaming attacks with ranged. Armor piercing again causes burnt. Let's have a look at how his damage is spread out, because apparently his damage is 5,523. So you have missile damage of 10, armor piercing missile damage of 20, explosive base damage of 80, explosive armor piercing damage of 32, shots per volley 4, and then it's got shots per volley 7. That's interesting. Why is it 4 than 7? Not entirely sure what's going on there. And the reload time is 7.2 seconds. But yeah, apparently he's got 2 volleys. Okay then. Comes in with siege attacker, causes fear, terror, all the usual undead, the extra powder, and the abandoned ship. So yeah, to be fair, it's kind of hard to compare these in regards to they are two different beasts. One's more range, the other one gets in there and burns stuff. But if you wanted a comparison on stats, if we compared the Regiment of Renown at 2,000 gold to the 2,378 for the upgraded Colossus, the stats are affected as such. The Regiment of Renown has 2 more melee attack, 4 more melee defense, 88 weapon strength, less ammunition. So loses 18 ammunition, but I guess that's because, you know, he just runs and burns stuff. The range, as you can imagine, is drastically dropped down to 220, but its missile damage is 4,756 plus. Now, I can't help but question if that's a slight mistake on the card, or how that works, because there's the fact that he's got 2 different volleys. I mean, does he have a flamethrower and a cannon? Is there something I've missed? Comment below, guys, because I'm not entirely sure. You know, maybe his attack is ridiculously powerful and he just goes in and just burns things to a crisp. But it would be great to know why he's got 2 different volleys and that. We'll move on now to the Rotten Leviathan. Comes in at a nice 2,000 gold, has armor piercing, causes terror, defender, aquatic. We'll then move down to its weapon strength, which is of course armor piercing, which is split between weapon damage 100, armor piercing 280, but it also does have ranged attacks, which are again missile, armor piercing, missile damage 4, armor piercing, missile damage 13, but reload time is 13 seconds. Siege attacker, causes fear, causes terror, does have expert charge defense, so when bracing it neglects the charge bonus of any attacker, and of course the 3 undead as we expect. Next guy is 52 to 76 per Sevron. And what do you get for that? Not much, actually. It's most expensive to upgrade, and yeah, I don't think you get that much. It's 10 leadership, 9 melee attack, 14 melee defense, and 2 missile damage. That's it. And altogether, to get those stats, you have to spend 2,630 gold. To get that, hands down, I'm going to say that is not worth it. You're better off to get the 2,000 and then 630 gold. That's nearly enough for a set of cannons. So yeah, I would definitely just keep this as the 2,000. I mean, that's expensive as it is. But now we have the second option for the 2,000, which is the Deathstreak Terrorgeist. Comes in a 2,000, exactly the same to upgrade of Sevrons, 52 to 76 gold per Sevron, and finishes at the exact same level, 2,630 when fully upgraded. This guy is armoured, armour piercing, causes terror, has regen. Its melee attacks do cause poison as well. So let's have a look at the weapon stats. His weapon damage is 135, his armour piercing damage 325. Causes siege attacker, causes fear, causes terror, has regeneration, which of course means he is weak to fire as well, but he also has the death streak, so 3 times a battle, every 60 seconds you can fire at units within 80 meters, which causes magical damage, powerful explosion, good against a single unit, and good against armor. So if we compare the two, so again I should go over what do you get for the 630 gold to spend to get him to 3 Sevrons. 10 leadership, 7 melee attack, 14 melee defense. No, not for 630 gold. But let's compare the Rotten Leviathan to the Deathstreak Terrorgeist. So, the Rotten Leviathan has 1,763 more health. He has 70 more armor and 15 more leadership. But as you can imagine, being a flyer, the Terrorgeist has 40 more speed. Not as much melee attack at 14, but they both have the same melee defense, which is quite interesting. But when it comes to close combat, as you can imagine, Terrorgeist wins quite nicely. Weapon strength goes up by 80, and charge bonus goes up by 16. So, first of all, would I Sevron any of these 2 big beasties? No. But, depending what you want the unit to do, it really depends. Also, who you're up against, because obviously the Rotten Leviathan is a big target on the ground. You know, it's really dominating. It can smash through the front line. It's got missile attacks as well, so can be good, say, against flyers or as a support unit. But then the Deathstreak Terrorgeist is obviously a flyer. It's built purely for melee. It can regen itself. and it can fly around behind the enemy and get the more vulnerable targets. But of course, if you're playing against an army that's known for having a lot of flyers, let's say the Vampire Council, their Flying Death Squad, you're not going to want to take a Terrorgeist unless you're going to commit to trying to win that air war. Otherwise, you'd go with the Varfin because you'd rather dominate the ground war and leave the air to them. But of course, it's completely down to you guys. So, as I said before, do comment below your thoughts, what your favourite big rare monsters and that is. Do hit that subscribe button and like button, and hopefully I'll see you guys for, well, something different. We're done with this series now. Really appreciate everyone who has been tagging along, commenting, giving their feedback and their thoughts. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we won't have another one like this till the next DLC comes out, which will hopefully be soon. So till next time, guys, take care.